Hello, happy Friday, everyone. Is everyone doing right now?
Um, Depends on whether they focus on market or not.
I mean, how are you feeling today? Right? Today, I think the overall crypto market was the pricing was crashing a little bit.
Yep.
Well, okay, let me pull out the pricing chart. But it's I don't think it's out of like expectation because to be honest, like the war is still ongoing. And then even though Trump was saying that, oh, he's gonna have a pause on the
Yeah.
attacking for the energy infrastructure on Iran for 5 to 7 days, right? Today is actually day five.
Yep.
And then yesterday
And
mhm.
yeah, he just extended the announcement till April.
Yeah, and then also I think he went to Beijing to meet up with the government,
Ah,
like
I
the
see, I
Chinese like
see.
government officials there. Because the whole purpose is also like to get some alignment on okay if China can serve as the facilitator to reach a treaty, but at this point, I think a ceasefire or a treaty is it just seems so too difficult to be achieving, frankly speaking.
Yep. And
And if
today is
we,
also the
mm,
the option expiration day.
I'm wondering if like Trump gonna say something interesting to try to pressure the pricing again, because during the last 2 weeks, his trick is usually like he will drop some news right before by the end of the day, which is like 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then that news or whatever he is saying was suppressing the oil pricing significantly. And then it goes into the weekends. So that means like the major, I guess, exchanging venues for commodities is closed. And the only existing venues will be, first of all, like you're gonna have Robinhood, where they're gonna extend your trading hours until like Friday 8 p.m. and then they stop. And then after that, it will be Hyperliquid or Ocean, all those on-chain venues.
Yep.
So I guess like what I want to say here is like embracing the volatility. To be honest, the thing is that like people are slowly pricing in or slowly treating like whatever President Trump's saying like less and less of a signal.
Mm.
Mm. Where are you from? We are from China. We are speaking English. Usually Tuesday is for we talk about things in Mandarin and Thursday is in English. Anyways, okay, let's take a look at the market.
Can stay can understand your language, but you're typing English. So what are you talking about? I'm
It's
so
okay.
confusing. Oh, so confusing.
Look, between Alva and me, look who has a better temper.
Uh,
Just
no,
joking,
no,
Alvin.
I'm just curious. Yeah,
Just
not,
logically speaking, yeah.
yeah, no offense.
No
Sorry,
offense.
bro.
It's okay. If we just take a look at the all the options, right? We see people are starting buying puts again. And especially when they see the micro market is so manipulated and so pressed in a way. But I don't see those like crazy puts though. It's just like still like you have like 60K or 68K here.
Yeah,
And those
you
are mhm.
and you can see that the first one is maybe just a bit well mistaken because the last price and it's so strange compared to other
Yeah.
options.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
just like
wondering what is
the
that?
last one we
Mm.
saw on Tuesday.
Hmm. Is it maybe this is just like API glitch?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Mm. Yeah, everyone is bidding put
Yeah.
option right now.
Yeah, but look, the crude oil weekly is like negative 1.3%, and then daily is like 2.45% up.
Yeah,
Like
still high.
the crazy about this is like people are always saying, or they are speculating the US government as well as the Japanese government are using their treasury to short the oil price. I
Oh,
don't know how real those is, but if they are really doing that, it's like then it's not a very good scenario to be honest for the overall economy, no matter from a US perspective or from Japan
mm.
perspective.
Yeah, indeed.
and then I mean last time I also said we should always keep an eye on the TIPS rate, which is the US 10-year bond rate return inflation adjusted.
Yep.
Um, okay, it looks like it has been it has been increasing.
Mm.
And that's the reason why like um Trump is so concerned, so that like he start to tackle, he start to say more things or try to de-escalate the situation a little bit. But the reality is it's very hard, or at least like from a public perspective, we don't really see a clear path of how Trump can chicken out from this situation easily, because like the three parties who are involved in this war doesn't have the incentive to pause. Like, suppose you are in Iran's shoes, right? You before the war, you were exporting like a certain amount of oil, but then now after the war, right now you see you have certain control over the Strait of Hormuz, and you are able to sell the same amount of oil but at a higher price. And at the same time, you're also able to charge all the vessels and boats some passing fees. What would you do? I think like any people with logic will say, "Oh, okay. I think like the kind of environment is favoring them." So and then in terms of like from I guess like Israel or US perspective, they're always claiming, "Oh, they don't want Iran to hold the nuclear weapons." But
Yep.
if if the Iran stop producing, or they say, oh, they're gonna give up nuclear weapons 100%. What about like 1 year later, like say US or Israel gonna start another war against them? Like then how they will really think about how are they going to protect themselves, right?
Yep.
The geopolitics of the war is not like, oh, uh I will give up my rights, I'm behaving so well, so please don't attack us. It never works that way. It's more about like power and balancing in that case.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
just to put those in mind.
Yeah. There are still some
Mm,
news from
mm,
um update about the war today from
mm,
Israel. Yes.
from Israel, what's going on?
Let me see.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I can also update it on the show it to everyone.
Yep. I've I've done the like the result from AI, like the breakdown of the whole market, how it's going on today. So we can see the change about the uh Brent oil price, BTC price, VIX, DXY, and S&P 500
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
index.
Do you,
Yeah, so we can easily see what's happening right now. And let me
do you
see.
want to share your screen?
Oh, but but it's in Chinese.
It's okay. We can explain. Let
Yeah. Okay, let me see.
me also check the pricing a little bit.
is
And it's like it's very crazy for me to always see like negative findings on hyperliquid, especially for like Brent oil, WTI stuffs, the futures contracts flows. Like, because normally I think people will be short, not shorting, like they will be longing oil price right now, given like the increasing uncertainty of like when this war will be ended, right? But I think during the last several days, what I always see is always negative funding.
yeah.
Mm-mm. And this is the price chart when it was I think right before Monday. Before Monday, the price was always around like 101, and then all of a sudden, Trump says, "Oh, we're gonna have a like 5-day pause," and then the price dropped from 101 to immediately like 83, 84, and then it slowly climbs back to 90, 93, and now today is 96.76. Mm.
Mm.
I think people who are following like commodities, they have also experiencing like emotional swings every day. And
It,
the other day I said, oh, you can actually look at the actual contracts of like what's going on from the official U.S. Department of War. I tried to take another look yesterday. I don't see like anything like immediate. It's all most of them are all indefinite delivery, like army or defense agency contracts. But um but I guess like by looking at those, you also get a sense of like how all the defense budget have been spent by from the United States perspective.
mm.
Mm, let's see if we can find something interesting. Small R protective inserts. Okay. But those all delivery days are like fiscal 2026 to 2029. I remember the other day I wanted to show you guys, maybe it's like on the 20th. Um, not this one. 19th or 20th. Mm, where is it? I'm trying to find like the other day I was looking at a contract and it literally was saying, oh, it will provide like a fixed pricing for the food. Is it?
Like a something kind of agency or something. Oh yeah,
Oh,
this one.
this. So basically, it's like military service, and then this is like, and this is like using the fiscal like 2026 to 2027 defense working capital funds. And this is like basically I think okay what it means is like they will provide, it says like this will provide the full line food and beverage items for the army, and this is an indefinite delivery and indefinite quantity contract. Hmm. Not sure what it means, but But I guess like people, you guys can go to war.gov to see. I also asked, oh, I guess I have been, because this week it has been the Digital Asset Summit in New York, right? So there are a lot of like different events ongoing in the city. So I have also been asking people how they think about like what's going on. And surprisingly, I have like a couple friends who come from Dubai. They flew in probably like last weekend, and they say they all say they're gonna fly back to Dubai this weekend, and then they are
Oh,
also going to office in Dubai every single day. They say it's not as bad as you guys are seeing on Twitter. On the other side, a lot of people they are moving out of not moving out like if they live in some other cities, they will just go back like normally. They say they feel like New York City is not as safe as they think. Like because all you it takes is like someone to use a very easy like small bomb, right? I mean, those are all like conspiracy theory, or I do can feel the tension of like the city security because starting from last week or 2 weeks ago, I see more and more armed police officers or like military, like people who are in the military uniforms. They will guard the entrance of different subways in New York City.
hmm, I see.
So my suggestion is like if you don't have to go somewhere, don't go somewhere. Just like stay at home. It's like the safest. If you have to meet someone, try to arrange the meeting where it's less crowded.
Hmm,
Because you never know, right? And then if any like events happens, it's like 0% and 100%. I'm not going
yeah.
to risk that. Mm. But like given like people who living in Dubai, right? Their attitude, it's from my personal perspective, I think it's quite interesting. That maybe the war or maybe the actual damaging in Dubai is not that bad. So actually, like people or just like going to work normally, and then
Hmm,
they also like last year there was already like a small war or firing between Iran and Israel. I think around April, May, something like that. So the what the common sense or the common like emotion I get from people who actually live in Dubai, they were actually thinking Dubai will be bouncing back up pretty quickly from this time. I don't know. I think it's so hard to
but
tell.
seems like UAE and the region is surrounded may also join the war in the future. So
That,
which
that's
still
on the
exists.
timeline. Yeah.
Ah,
Hi. I also see a friend. I was in, he lives in
so
Dubai. He says, "Oh yeah."
still
So
very dangerous for for all these regions, right?
mm, yeah, I don't know. I really hope there's no war in happening.
Mm.
but but
But
with
it's
that
so
being
difficult.
said, everyone is agreeing the new world order is emerging. It's like it's changing. And then people continue to ask me, like there are more and more people they when I go to like an event, they will ask me, hey, where do you come from? And then they will ask me about the AI development in China as well as the robotics development. And I don't know, Alvin, did you see a video posted on like social media? It's about like a robotics company in China who literally create a very cute robot who is like doing all the like laundry folding, doing like
Oh,
laundry, cooking food. Did you see it? It's like
not yet.
crazy. Okay, let
But
me
I know
find that.
so many news about robotics recently about the uh Unitree. It's also about going to do their IPO.
Yeah, but the thing is that that thing is so vivid. Okay, let me find it.
Yeah.
What is it called? Unibot or something like that. Mm? How come if I type in that, it's not it's not popping up on my Twitter. But yesterday it was everywhere. Oh, I see, I see. I will just play the video, okay?
Okay.
Hmm. Can you guys see it?
Yep. Wow, very dedicated.
Yeah, literally, like you see this robot is mixing juice and it's like cooking, it's
Yeah.
putting the egg in. Wow, and it even knows how to like take the fried egg out and then it hands the food, the salad to the owner. And then like after the owner goes to work,
Yep. There are
he or
so
she
many
will
use
start to
cases
click.
surrounding related to this, so that AI and robotics can adjust no matter the to-do list of all the uh all these things, and our like
Mm,
what we're gonna eat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner according to our status, health status, pressure status, and also
mm,
can take advantage of all the like devices on
mm.
our body. Yeah, so they can do all the integrations about this. So I think, yeah,
Yeah,
it's very useful, and when product like this rolling out, I will buy it because they're
I
very
will definitely
convenient.
look at this
Yeah,
robot. Look at how much he did. I really, really want a robot like this. Okay, cleaning my
yeah,
toilet, right, cooking for me. And then I mean,
yeah,
of course it will be it will be dependent on the pricing, right? If it's like got it's going to cost, let's say, 250 grand or even like half a million, then of course we're not going to be the
yeah,
first adopters. But if it's like
yeah.
affordable by an average household, then I can see like the average household will definitely adopt this very, very quickly.
Yes, yes.
Because if you really think about like all the services provided in the US, right? The hourly rate, if you want someone to come in like cook or clean your house in New York, is like probably $30 or $40. And then even though like every week you're just like asking them to come in, say once or twice, then that's already like $120 or 150, right? A month is like 600. And then for this kind of like robots, if you get it, it's like a daily service. So
Mm.
so in that case, like monthly, you are already saving probably at least like 5K or 6K for all the aggregated work. Like I'm just talking about the pricing in New York City, right? Probably in Taiwan and in Singapore or in say Hong Kong, the monthly cost for a nanny or a household helper is actually
Oh,
cheaper. It's like
yeah.
around $1,000. But in the
Really makes sense.
US, yeah, in the US, especially in New York or in Los Angeles, right, San Francisco, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm, for sure.
Yeah. And I can even foresee, all those AI companies, they're gonna start to provide, or they will want their like top engineers or whoever is like creating the efficiencies to be very focused on their work. So they will say, oh, we're gonna give you reimbursement on those like robots cost, no matter on the
Oh,
subscription level or on the
wow.
physical.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just thinking like for all the top tier, like say AI engineers or developers, right? They gonna live a life where like they will only be put on like on coding side, and then all the other
Mm,
things are handled by robots. Um,
yeah.
so from the private equity market side, there's also a lot of appetite in the AI robots and data center. And then I also run into
Yeah.
people. They will tell me, okay, hey Mena, I'm actually like flying to China next week to Shenzhen to look at a couple of like different factories and then to see if
Mm,
we can invest in those robotics companies. I'm like, wow, yeah, it's
yeah, for
a
sure.
it's just like very interesting development.
Yeah. Actually, um, speaking of the stock market, there are also many new narratives around like voltaic power plant this kind of thing popping up. Yeah, because they may be the next very important infra for the technology, right?
What is it?
光电.
Mm, so
Yeah,
like
and
the energy
it's one of the
from lighting.
yeah, one of the
Mm.
hottest topic in stock market right now. Yeah, for the past few weeks.
Yes, I also have a lot of like LPs asking me if we have those kind of deals that they can tell me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And for this kind
it's
of
actually very fun. Mm.
like robotics, no matter they can help us to do the household chores or maintaining our health. Because when we need to do a like low fat meals or to exercise on a regular basis, we need to record the data from time to time, and it's very total waste of time actually. But for AI and robotics, they can do these things very easily. Yeah. So I
You
think
mean track like what you are eating like the day before
yeah,
or
I
several
do
days
this
ago?
yeah, because I do these things every day for the past 2 to 3 months. Yeah, I need to take a photo, X AI, and do and see the result to do the adjustment day by day. Yeah, so it's very but it's very interesting when we um get familiar with this get familiar with this model, we can keep ourselves more healthy. But it takes time. So this process should be handled with by robotics. They will like more efficient. Yeah.
Do you feel like your health has been increased, like Alvin, like based on the data you have been tracking?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wear Whoop for nearly a week. I think it make myself to take care more about the quality of sleep and also what's the status of recovery every day. I think it's very important to check whether our status is in a good mode or bad mode. So that we know that if our health, if our body is in a bad mode, we don't need to take a lot of
Mm.
actions on that day and need to rest more at night or something. I think I never check all these things in the past. Yeah, it's a totally new experience for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should also order Oura Ring to
Yeah,
start tracking.
no my sleep debt is up to 10 hours right now. So I need to rest 10 more hours to 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 make my body more healthy. I don't know. I already like sleep 7 to 8 hours every day recently, but still not enough. Yeah.
So your body naturally requires 10 hours of sleep every single day, you're saying?
Yeah, because my like the frequency of exercise is a bit too high. Like yesterday, my calories 消耗的
Consumption.
calories consumption up to like 3,200. Yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, you need to take more time to rest for my body to get in a good mode. Yeah, in a
Mm.
next few days. Just like a rebalance, we need to do rebalance um like every week or something to make our body in a stable mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I have read like some scientific paper before, or there's like some documentaries for professional athletes, and they are always strengthening and emphasizing the importance of resting. So especially like when they are
Hmm.
preparing for large competitions, then they actually have like very professional and mitigated way of say, oh, we're gonna train that for that many hours, but then we're gonna also spend that many hours to relax, and then using the assistance of many professional tools to help them to relax. And that's
Yeah.
the ultimate way of like how you grow more muscles and become stronger.
Ah, yeah, yeah, just like the thing I want to say. Like the weight training, maybe rest is probably the most important thing in the whole cycle. So
Yeah, it
if
is.
someone they exercise a lot but only sleep like 5 or 6 hours is totally not enough for to keep in a good shape in the
Yeah,
long
yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. You need to have your own rhythm. And I'm glad finally I can get back to strength training after the surgery. Like for the last
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably like 1 month or
Congrats.
two, I'm like, okay, I need to really like literally reduce the amount of time where I spend in the gym. I have to be very careful because of the surgery, right? But now as I'm recovering. I hope I can get back up to speed.
Yeah.
Mm.
So actually, recently there are so many news about people run for a long distance may over is harmful to their body. So everyone is joking, oh, we need to quit running in the future. But it's a very important concept for exercising. We need to know how's the status we are right now and do the exact appropriate um appropriate exercise for our body. Yeah.
Personally, I mean, I think for running, again, like the way they train, right, for long distance running, it's also like takes months or even quarters, years to ramp it up. Um, and I do think like if you are two type of person, one person never exercise, the other person is like they always exercise, but they exercise in the wrong way, meaning like they over exercise themselves and not taking proper rest. Probably like this is more harmful than if you don't exercise. So right now, since we all have access to AI tooling, so probably like this is a very easy way to just like check with AI for common sense and then like start to learn some tricks about how you do proper preparation before exercise and after exercise.
Hmm. Yeah, there are so many data we can track, like the heart rate or HRV or stress level, so many things. Yeah.
But I do think like one of the most important thing is like try to get enough sleeps because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't
for
know
sure.
how you feel like whenever I let's say whenever I become super busy and I have to say pull a late night, then the next day not only I gonna feel physically exhausted, but also like from a
Yeah,
mental perspective, I gonna
yeah.
feel so grumpy in
Every
a way.
it's a 360 degree. All things are crashing at a day. So I
Yeah,
will,
like
yeah, sleep is the most important thing.
you will be like in a really bad mood, and I kind of like start to become more aware of my emotions. So I will literally like say, "Calm down, Maina. You are being a bit, you know, harsh, or you are being a bit too sensitive because of like you because the fact that you are too tired." And then I will force myself to take a nap from there.
Yep.
But okay, we were watching the robotics video. I think when I saw it, I was literally like very amazed, and I'm like, I really want this robot immediately.
Me
I
too.
wonder when they're gonna start. And I personally, I think they wouldn't cost so much. They probably will cost like at a price range similar to how much it's gonna cost for, say, if you want to buy a car.
Yeah, I think for the elderly or children, they may require like more emotional support before middle age, like during mid mid 30, 40, 50. The main focus is simply on getting things done. Yeah, so I think definitely there are many more people uh more demand for these kind of robots.
Mm, yeah, and then on the other side, like right now, I think most people, or the should I say this? But I think statistically it's true. It's like more people choose to be single without like living with a partner. So it's actually like a societal problem where like you actually need to have the robots to help you to do different things. And then it's not only from a chores perspective, but also companionship perspective.
Yeah, yeah, but
Mm.
we need to like with the no more safety issues need to be solved. So maybe take um 2 or 3 or 5 years to for waiting, make the whole economics more mature for the adoption.
Safe, you mean like if the robots glitch at home, it will cause harm
Yeah,
to people?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think like definitely maybe in the beginning they can adopt, let's say, a one like an emergency button where like if you just press it, the robot's gonna stop immediately. Just like the red button you're gonna have on every running machine, right? It will
Mm,
just pause immediately. And I feel like you will need that for every single robots. And this kind of button is not hard to adopt. I think this is a double-edged sword. Like on one side, we need to be aware that like any kind of devices that we are using right now, right? If the the manufacturer of that device will have the option of say like to put a button or to insert some kind of program say oh they will be able to remotely deactivate that device no matter it's
mm,
a phone, a robot, or say like some vehicle you are driving. And this is already happening. This is actually also a mature business model for a lot of areas, right? Where I was talking to another founder. He was building a business in the Latin America area, where he was selling the phones as well as those electronic bikes in Mexico. And then the way is like he is selling to those people with say like those with a installation or a down payment plan, right? So the purchaser can actually complete the purchase or repay all the fees within like say 30 months. And then each month they're just paying like 20-30 bucks, which is makes it more affordable to them, right?
oh,
But
yeah.
then I asked him like what if they don't want to pay? Then he says like he can just press a button where the phone will be like the person cannot use the phone anymore, and then the electronic bike will also be paused.
Ah,
So so if you really think about it, like whatever you're purchasing, the manufacturer has actually like a controlling power, a one button controlling power on your devices. It's
mm,
it's good for them to collect the that, but it's also scary to think from a consumer perspective.
yeah. So,
So I guess like going forward, like whenever I purchase a new machine at home, I probably need to check like very, very carefully what's going on. But like we will are we going to live in a high trust society or a very low trust society? Because I mean, if you really think about it, right? When now if you go to any kind of meetings, in person or not in person, there's a very highly chance you are being recorded,
mm,
right?
yeah, very high, I would say.
Yeah, and then if it's like with someone who is like wearing some physical devices who is like tracking what they are saying, because there are people who are actually literally tracking what they are saying every day, what they are writing every day, trying to like become better at those things. But then it's like it's kind of not I don't want to use the word invasion, but it's causing my privacy issue, right? Like I did I agree to be recorded at all?
Yeah, you can explain by the word like invasion to some extent. Yes, maybe only
Mm,
5% or 10%, but it's invasion. Yeah, in
yeah.
privacy. And it reminds me of the concept from Netflix. They are building amusement park for themselves, but if for everyone want to play in the park, they need to sign for the terms. All movements would be used to as data for AI training. So like every product rolling out in the future, we need to think of it whether like uh, our actions, interactions with them would be the training data for the company.
I mean, a lot of data or that we generate in the past has already been the training data. Do you
Ah,
remember like
yes, yes,
several years ago, like there was a game, a mobile game that was so popular, and even I was like playing it. It's called like Pokemon Go, where you literally like
oh
you
yes,
go
yes,
to different
yeah.
locations in a city to
Yeah.
catch like mysterious Pokemon, right?
Actually,
And
this
that's
idea is very brilliant. So brilliant.
yeah, but then like now people are saying, oh, actually like that the creation of that map or creation of that game, literally like right now the founder of that game can use the data to improve the accuracy of like the map as well as the
Yeah,
location
driverless
to
car, right?
to a
Yeah,
certain accuracy.
so brilliant. Mm.
Mm.
So it's kind of the same as many like move to earn apps in crypto space. I think OpenMind also use this kind of concept to make user to let users to walk around uh for their surroundings and collect the data, and we can upload our personal data to get some rewards or something.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I think if we really think about the outcome of all the things, mm, I will always have concerns about privacy. But as I said again and again in my live stream as well as during my conversation with friends, it's like I already feel like most of our data is leaked somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
If the technology when technology becomes more convenient, our data leaked more easily or in our daily life. Yes.
Mm-mm. Mm, but with that being said, I definitely recommend everyone to keep a track of like what's going on the timeline as well as the development in the robotics. And then I want to do an open call here, right? For any founders who are building in AI or in robotics, if you are willing to get on our live stream to promote your product or talk about like your concepts in robotics, definitely let us know. I'm very interested in discussing and asking a lot of questions.
Mm. Yeah.
um, Alvin, by the way, I think last time, 2 days ago, we were talking about like we want to talk about some interesting AI use cases. For like are you still
Oh,
using Cloudbot to build like small applications?
actually, I use Cloudco and the 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 website and more often than Cloudbot because I think um still some limitation for the Cloudbot for the open cloud. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
So just like I
What
shared, let me share.
you want to share your screen?
Yeah, this is one of the um, analytics, daily analytics system for the for everything, like various assets we can track. So this skill is also be integrated with my own cloud account, so they can break down they shows a breakdown of the whole market condition from war 能源忘记怎么讲，能源是什么
Energy,
energy
energy and supply
energy
chain.
related.
Yeah.
Yep. And the third dimension is financial interest rate.
Mm.
And the fourth comes to crypto. So all these things can we can get a combined score day by day. So we can see today becomes more dangerous than like 3 days ago. So we can know that uh what's the condition of different assets. I think that's the most important ability we need to we need to have for the current market. Yeah, we not only to like focus on crypto market, but also the whole what the whole world is going on. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
100%
this.
agree. You
And it's
need
one
a
of the
comprehensive
skills.
view. Mm,
Yeah. So when we check these kind of data day by day, this skill will be more powerful and to do more things we can do in the future. Yeah, kind of this. And I
mm.
also build a GitHub reader skill because there are so many GitHub skills right now coming up every day, but it still exists a gap between developers, like coders, and normal people. Yeah. So I think this kind of skill is very it's a must in the current market. Yeah, let me see. Okay.
You mean GitHub Reader? What is? It's like using the bot to read the codes in the GitHub to make sure it's safe, or what is it?
Yeah, like the introduction of the skill, the background of the creator, the safety of the code, everything. So we can
Okay.
get a combined score for the skills. Yeah,
Mm, interesting.
yeah. Let me see this one. Okay. So there's a skill from Gary Tan, very famous, right? Because when some product owner they apply this skill to their own um AI or agent, this skill can give some suggestions from like VC from YC, like Gary Tan. So it
Mm.
can simply give you the like basic information of this skill and also the core advantage of the skill and also how this skill can integrate with your own product suite. Yeah. And some insights, your personal insights. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, and also there's a skill from Zara. Yeah, it's very famous in the vibe coding historical. Actually, the concept is quite the same as mine. Like you
Mm.
turn the link of the GitHub to a code course, code base to course. I can also
Mm.
share the screen. Yeah,
Mm.
I think yeah, she's very talented. Yeah, she built this product for by coders, so we can easily turn the URL to highlights. Very simple. Mm,
Mm.
yeah. Also, yeah, the
I mean,
security checkpoint is very important.
to be honest, I have heard so many discussions about like and I like normally when I go to say a friend's lunch or discussion, I will ask them, "Oh, how are you using AI right now?" And they will always tell me, "Oh, they are using this to watch the long videos or read long form article and like create a summary." But I start to feel like I actually want to watch through the long form videos and as well as the long form articles like by myself because if you just use the summary you may lose the niche or the very small detail that can create a huge difference for your understanding and then but I guess like there's always a magical balance you want to achieve for your personal life. It's just like for me uh, I I feel like the summary for overall glance might be
Mm,
good, but if you want to dive really deep into something like getting a full understanding, then you probably want to like do the step by yourself one by one.
yeah,
Um,
agreed,
yeah,
agreed.
and then the other concern is like your attention span is shortened in many ways because you wouldn't have the patience to watch long videos or read long form articles anymore.
Hmm, see. Yeah.
So I that's like how I think about those things like recently. And and I guess like once you are aware of those facts, then maybe like try to find like small things to action up on it. I mean, do you still read long form articles, Alvin?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Always.
Yeah, same. Okay, I guess let's also maybe talk about some like poly market statistics because uh
Yep.
usually people are very interested in that. And then if we go back to the relevance statistics, okay, let me just share the screen. Do you guys see? So for this one, it's for the ceasefire, like I think people are just like losing confidence in the ceasefire more and more as we approach the days, right? There's only a
Yeah.
5%
We.
for the end of
Mm-hmm.
March. Mm.
Oh, drop a lot.
Yeah, and then on the other side is like U.S. force enter Iran by it's look
December
at
only
this,
70% off.
but the April 30 is already 63%.
Yep. Also drop a lot from 80.
No, it did
Okay.
not drop. It increased. Oh, it increased, I think.
You mean the ceasefire, right?
No, I'm talking about the enter Iran thing. I'm not sharing my screen. Look,
Oh,
so
okay. I
so
see the wrong. I see the wrong one.
yeah, I was showing the stats, and then this is a ceasefire, right? It dropped. And then even if like to be honest, guys, even if like they ceasefire, if they, I think like there's a very high probability like it will it will re-break again. And then on the other side is like, oh, when U.S. force gonna enter Iran? Look at like the chance of the U.S. force enter Iran by April 30th is already increased to 33%. And you need to
Hmm.
remember that like all the voting is on Polymarket is not voting by whatever you are saying on social media. It's voting by your real money.
Yeah. You can also echo
Uh,
the new like predict act. It will be the ban for all the politics related people to make any trading on these kind of platforms in the future.
but how do you ban them? Like, I mean, yes,
Yeah, it's very
you
difficult, just like crypto.
like you can I literally can have someone else to create an account for me, right? If I
Yeah,
want to bet on it, and then like you're just betting with another account, and then it doesn't matter how much KYC you do, right? And then we have seen this plenty of times that there will be anonymous account, no matter I guess like the trading perspective or Polymarket or Kalshi, that they will they will place a very huge bet on the ongoing war, and then they will like basically just like place the bet right before the news drop out. So I think it's very, very hard to prevent those kind of insider betting going forward.
hmm,
And
okay.
there's even like and this is not a joke, right? I know even some of the trading teams, they are specifically building algos to follow the wallet addresses, or to say follow certain anonymous accounts, and then try to build a strategy on top of that, which
Yeah, when big things coming, there are always like many new accounts popping up. Surge up the amounts
mm,
of new wallets or big trading
mm,
volume on some pools. So yeah, maybe there can be the strategy for how we check smart money in the
mm,
market.
mm, mm. So how do we deal with the market volatility? Is always just verify your information. Mm,
Yeah, we don't need to trade it often. Just wait for the good opportunity. It's enough. try to lower the uh try to lower our loss is enough.
True, true. I also run into like a professional trader yesterday, and then I was like, okay, how are you doing like for this year? He was like, oh, this year he is not doing so well, and then he has been like thinking about a couple of like big trades he has been making recently, and then we also discussed through those trades. And to be honest, like you could have all the right reasons to bet on a certain asset, but things just may not go as you have planned, and there are so much like external force gonna impact it. And then that trader is such a talented trader. He used to work at like one of the largest like hedge funds um here. So I'm like, oh wow. Well, I guess the core point here is with this kind of market, no matter whether like you are talented or not, it's very easily to make mistakes because there's just like too much noise right now. So I
Yes,
think the really hard thing to do is actually to control yourself to not place bets or place big bets, especially you are not certain about like what will be happening. And it's almost always better to wait for the right moment.
yeah, yeah. Especially for these months, for from March till maybe Q4
Before, yeah.
or even
Is
longer. I don't
recession
know.
coming? Is recession
Yeah,
coming?
yeah. So sad. We need to we need to conquer it.
uh, I I don't know. I think I mean, Alvin, it's very interesting. Like if we look back, right, last year when we just first started like Guardians Echo, mainly we were talking about crypto stuff, and I still remember. Oh, I was really excited about all the tokenization for the equities, and then mainly it was like, okay, I was saying, oh, we gotta print so much money if like we can do funding rate arbitrage like tokenized stocks. Which I mean, this thing is already happening. There are so many things like who are like making profits out of that, but but I mean, I never expect like we're gonna talk so much about war, geopolitics, like 2026. Uh, I mean, starting from like the first or second month of 2026.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, the range of the topics that we are covering is just like expanding significantly. Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't feel bad about it because this is just like giving us a more comprehensive view about the world. But I'm just surprised at like how much we have to adapt and how much the world has been changing into this chaotic place within such
yeah.
a short period of time.
Mm. I think this year may be the most difficult year of the next decade. So, well,
Really?
if
Really? That's what you thought?
yeah, I think so. I think so.
The most difficult year of the decade.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe because the most,
Mm.
the biggest unpredictable factor is Trump, right?
Oh, by the way, I think before we end the live stream, right? I think there's also a bet whether Trump gonna be impeached or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know.
And there was like a 75% like people are saying he
Yeah,
will
very
be.
high, very high. So funny.
I'm trying to find the bet.
Yeah, impeached by end of 2026. Oh, for this year only 12%, but for the next session 61%. Like 3 years after. Yeah.
Here. Yeah, it's a 61% people are betting on like Trump will be impeached before his term ends.
Hmm.
Oh, we have. Oh my God, we have 2 more years. What the
Oh,
fuck? Oh,
so hard, so tough.
I think everyone's emotions has been like kind of played and being volatile, like under like I can also feel like all the like U.S. government, those officials are also like having a very hard time right now navigating through the
Yeah,
current situation.
that's why we need to be strong and healthy in such a, yes, such a cycle.
I mean, I do see the changing because like of you and I we always talk about this during our live stream, right? But now like even the most workaholic person in my life, like my friends, they start to talk about, oh, maybe we all need to have some like work-life balance.
Yeah, so some of my friends from around this trend like 2 or 3 months, right? They
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
like
So
the end of the last year.
yeah, so I'm like,
It's very
okay,
good.
I think that this is not that bad. Like if like the chaotic timing is making you think more about like taking care of yourself, then it's a good realization. And
Yep.
and I think like as long as you realize it today, or I mean today or tomorrow, is not too late, right? Like the
Yeah.
earlier the better, of course.
Doesn't make, yeah, doesn't matter.
Mm.
Yeah, the start
So
is whether you start or not. Yeah.
exactly. So with that being said, I think like we cover pretty decently amount of information today. We talk about the oil price. We talk about the exciting robotics development, and that potentially are gonna help with our household chores. We also talk about a little bit more about the politics, Trump, as well as the AI use cases. And we will see you guys like next Tuesday. So next week, we all the live stream timing will be going back to normal. Are we still doing like Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, or do we want to change it?
Maybe still Wednesday?
Still Wednesday and Friday?
Yeah. Let me check again with you maybe these days, these 2 days. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, we will keep you guys updated then. I mean, I probably like I guess like we should still go back to a a more like confirmed and stable schedule so that like people don't need to guess.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
Cool. Okay. I hope everyone have a great weekend. And then stay strong, both mentally and physically. We will see you guys very,
Yeah.
very soon.
That's a very important thing. Bye bye. See you
Bye.
next week.